Lacrosse season continues to march on. Syracuse, a team that just beat then number 2 Notre Dame last weekend on the road, plays host to the Blue Devils of Duke.
At possession after possession.
Adamson, who is ACC Offensive Player of the Week a week ago, gives it to Rowley, moves to her left, bounces it in and scores. Nearly 30 seconds in and Syracuse is already on the board thanks to Peyton Rowley. Transition. Adamson on the right side of the field, moves to her right, dodges towards that way, searching for a teammate, finds Ward behind the cage. Ward backs down her defender, moves between 2 defenders, and zips it towards the top right corner. Muchnick behind the net, wraps around the right side with the ball over her head, gives it to Rode inside the 8, backs down her defender, turns and scores. Megan Rode making her presence known around the net. Against hold a 3-0 lead over Duke. Ward already has a goal today, scored Syracuse's second tally. Hands it off to Emma Tyrell. A Tawarton Award watchlist member, and she bounces it home. Tyrell turns to her right, back to her left, dodges down the right alley, and finishes that shot.
They allowed 6 goals in that first quarter, so these last 2 games have not proved to be kind to the Blue Devils.
Well, the Orange trying to capitalize. It's Adamson, gives it off to Tyrell, who fires and scores. A give-and-go action between Tyrell and Adamson leads to an Orange goal. Melly up top to Rowley, gives it to Adamson, thought about a shot, didn't take it. Crossfield pass to Tyrell, and there's a hat trick for the midfielder. Midway through the first quarter, Emma Tyrell's got 3 goals, and Syracuse leads 6-0. Duke trying to get any momentum here. Pronti, inside feed to Caroline DeBellis, who buries it. DeBellis caught the ball high, spun to her left, and scored off that rip. Orchestrating it, hands it off to Adamson, up top feed to Ward, gives it to Tyrell, cuts to her right, back to Baxter, who bounces it between the legs of Everson. Maddie Baxter with a sneaky shot. That ball had eyes of its own.
And this is a game where Syracuse can really stand out in the draw control route.
DeSimone forces a turnover, Schweitzer outside her crease, and DeSimone scores. Scored a free position goal against Notre Dame last weekend. Adamson fires and scores. With the ball in her cross, passes it to Bernstein, who spins, gives it to DeBellis, tic-tac-toe, ball ends up in the back of the net. It's Maddie Shearer. Holds the ball near the 12. Muchnick finds a cutting Caramelli, who buries the home.
Has been a lot quicker in its offensive movement, but Duke on the other end, despite being down, has taken a very slow approach.
Tyrell shoots to her right and scores. Make that 4 goals for Emma Tyrell. Just over 20 seconds on the power play. No goals between either team here in the second half. Ward gives off to Baxter, hands it off to Smith, who bounces it in. Natalie Smith gets on the scoreboard, her first of the day, and Syracuse leads 11-3. Finds DeBellis on the doorstep, no, Schweitzer tips it away, and Casey Benoit, the freshman, scoops it up for Syracuse. Benoit moving quickly, Syracuse can get off and running here. Benoit with a clear lane, zips it and scores! Casey Benoit gets on the scoreboard with that shot. And gives off to Rich. Adamson moves to her right, splits 2 defenders, rips it, and sticks it. What a pretty shot from Olivia Adamson. Make the lead 10. Smith's shot ends up in Everson's cross. The goalie just throws it towards midfield. DeBellis ends up with it, gives off to DeSimone. DeSimone's all in front, buries it home. With seconds